Friday through Monday only. Buy one, get one half off. Buy the sofa chaise, get the accent chair half off. Or get 0% interest for 5 years. 4 days only at Ashley Home Store.
If you're like me, excited for spring to be here so that you can get out and work in your yard, then this weekend is what you've been waiting for. Tom Stebbins joins us this morning. He is with the Master Gardeners of Hamilton County, and this weekend they're having a garden show. Great to see you this morning, Tom.
Fantastic, Julie. Great to be here too.
So you're having it over at the Ag Center off of Bonnie Oaks, right? Right there on Adamson Circle?
That's right. That's
Saturday.
right. It's Saturday from 10 to 6. And we're gonna transform the whole place into a garden festival. So it'll be great. We'll have, we'll have 15 vendors that people can come and purchase things all the way from herbs, worms, bonsai, woodcrafts. We're gonna have hostas, conifers, and just a wide variety of bedding plants as well. You can get your tomatoes and herbs and everything here that day.
So it is definitely the day to come, not only with an idea of what you might want to buy, but lots of questions to go along with it, right, Tom? Because people can ask from the experts, which are the master gardeners, about how to make these plants they'll take home thrive and do their best.
That's right. Besides the vendors, we're going to have about 20 demonstrations, and those demonstrations are going to be at tables that will be spaced under tents, spaced apart, probably 10, 20 feet apart. And the demonstrations are just variable, everything from rain barrels to composting, insects, herbs, native plants, beekeeping. There'll be straw bale gardening, mini tours of the Ag Center, bluebird box building, soil testing, and children's activities. There'll be lots of children's activities. So kids are free up to age 12, so it'll be great.
Okay, I want to pick up on what you just mentioned quickly, and that was the soil testing. That's not always so easy to have done, but it's crucial to know. So if you're looking to put in some plants, go ahead and bring up some of the dirt of your garden to have it tested while you're there.
Well, while you're here, while you're here, you'll get a box. It's like a little ice cream box, and then instructions, and then you take that home and you have to go around. You should get that first because some people just take one little sample. Well, you should take 10 samples in your yard, put them in a container, mix it all up, and then send it to Nashville. That's where you get that done.
Okay, so and then you typically get the results back, Tom. How quickly would you say?
Within a week.
Okay.
You get them online, get the information back online as well.
Okay, so folks could still, while they're there, find some plants they want to put in their yard, but have that soil tested first. That way you can find out what to put in to possibly amend that soil and make the plants thrive better.
That's right. You can sometimes come, if you've had gardens before and you just want to find out exactly, that's good. But I wouldn't wait too long for the soil test. If you've got problems, for instance, in your lawn, that would be a good reason to get a soil test.
Or hydrangeas that aren't thriving.
Exactly. Yeah. It's always good. It's always good. We always say don't guess, soil test.
So talk to me too about the quality of the plants that are going to be there. Expert gardeners will tell you that a pot is a pot, but the roots of a plant and how it's been cared for are very different things depending on the grower.
Exactly. Yeah. Most of our growers, or all of our growers, are going to be well established, and that you can talk. It's nice to be able to talk to the grower too, and they even may let you pull it out of the pot and look at the roots. I encourage people to do that up front. Make sure you're not taking them all out of the pot like you might do at a grocery store. Try all the strawberries, whatever. But plants are the same way. You want to buy good material, and there should be excellent material here on Saturday.
A lot of people have moved over the course of the last 6 months or so. Perhaps their yard is new to them this spring, and we did have that freeze a month or so ago, so they might be concerned about some plants that they've not cared for in the past, but they want to make sure are doing well. As a general rule, especially if it's a perennial, you think the plants are going to be okay from that freeze we had?
Yes, I've heard variable reports. I haven't really heard of anything really dying. I've heard of a lot of branches being nibbled off or nipped off with the freeze. And you can wait, I say wait and see how far it's dying off the tip. And sometimes just a careful little pruning off of that will be fine. We didn't really have a deep freeze. I wouldn't call it a deep freeze. And actually, those people who waited on their tomatoes and peppers and things like that, they'll be rewarded because this is the time to plant.
Right.
It's probably a little early to plant some of that stuff.
Okay, talk to me too about the insects. This is the year for that 17 year cicada, right? I've heard
wow.
some. I'm sorry.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to get. We've had a little debate between me and others about how many we're going to get around here. I'm thinking not too many, but that doesn't mean you can't take a cicada, expedition and go up to Knoxville and see a few more. But I'm not sure if we're going to see one. I'm guessing we're going to see it in another brood, which would be another eruption of cicadas in 4 years. 2004 or 24, I think, is going to be our year. But I'm hoping we get a few here and there.
Well, and then I've heard some people say that they think it might be a bad year for insects in general, especially when it comes to roses. So will you have some classes on caring for roses and that type of thing on Saturday too? We've had classes on roses already. We do a third Saturday. Actually, this Saturday, we are going to talk about native plants. That's going to be our third Saturday that people can actually watch. We call it third Saturday gardening class. So that's on from 10 in the morning till noon. So I'm going to have to do double duty. I'll be hosting that, but then I'll be running downstairs and helping with the expo. So people could watch that and then come to the expo. But to get back to your roses question, I hate to, it's hard to predict if you're going to just have insect problems. We did have that freeze, and that kind of set insects back. It's always, I don't know how people would predict that. I really don't. Well, what they can do is they can come on Saturday and enjoy the beauty, buy some plants, talk to the master gardeners, learn how to make that bluebird box, whatever their fancy may be, and take advantage of the offering. Tom, great to spend some time with you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you for being so patient with me, Julie.
It is this Saturday, 10 to 6. Again, it's $5 to get in, but if you're 12 and under for your kids, they're going to get in for free. We're back after this.
Every day, you wake up and drive to the factory, construction site, or that office that you call